What's up, guys? It's the Russian Bear. Today I'm going to share with you a bunch of tips that I thought would be beneficial to anyone who wants to get better at Call of Duty. So these are my top 10 tips on how to improve on Call of Duty. Now the first tip is don't chase any enemies. If you see an enemy, he runs around the corner, if you see him run away from you, don't chase him. Don't chase him, whatever you do, because he can just turn around that corner, he can pop around the corner, and he just fuck you up, like, as soon as you get around the corner. Don't do that. Make sure that if you do chase him, though, make sure that if you do chase him, you're gonna get the kill. You want to get that kill because it's an uncertain thing, but you want to make sure that you only chase him if you're gonna get the kill. Now the next tip is learn the maps. Learn how the maps are played. Learn the best spots on the maps. Learn how the maps flow. Learn the different paths and everything. It's gonna help you because you're gonna know where people are gonna be. You know the high traffic areas. You know where people are gonna sit, and you know where you're gonna be able to pick up kills. It's very, very beneficial. It's like half the battle when playing Call of Duty. You're going to do much better if you know the maps rather than someone who does not know the maps. My third tip is be patient. Wait for a clean shot. You know, if you're playing a sniper, this is especially beneficial for snipers. If you're playing a sniper, wait for a clean shot. You may not always get it right away, but if you wait, if you be patient, you may get the perfect shot. And, because say there's a guy and he's behind cover. He pokes his head out for a second, and you're like, oh, there's a good shot. I can shoot him in the head. Headshot. One-hit kill. Well, you may not get the shot because you might move, you might duck under cover, you might miss, and then boom, your cover's gone. Everyone knows where you are. So instead, you wait for him to move out into the open where he's actually vulnerable. You pick him off then, and you're guaranteed the kill. Do it that way. You're gonna get the kill easier. Trust me. Just wait for a clean shot. Fourth tip is don't sprint around corners. Make sure you never ever sprint around corners. If you sprint around corners, you're vulnerable to gunfire because your gun won't come up as fast as the other guys will. So, if there's someone around the corner, or if there's someone, there, you're not going to be able to aim, you're not going to be able to get your shots out fast enough because you're still sprinting, basically. My fifth tip is use situational awareness. Make sure you know where things are. Make sure you know what's going on around you, because if you don't know what's going on around you, how are you playing the game? It's extremely important that you know where enemies are, what they're, using, and what kind of equipment the enemy has. This also is useful if you use VSATs, or if you use even just a UAV. UAV is super helpful. Even if you're not running like high kill streaks, you can still use a UAV. It's like 3 kills. Don't quote me on that, but it's like 3 kills. It's like super easy to get. Use it. It's gonna help you. The next one, my next tip, number 6, move around. Make sure you move around. Make sure you're always mobile on the map, because if you sit in one position, they're gonna know where you are. This is especially important if you're playing as a sniper. If you're playing as a sniper and you sit in one position, they're going to figure out very quickly where you are, and they're going to take you out easily. I've had this whole thing. Now, unless you're sitting in one spot as a camper, I don't approve of that, but I guess if you're using a powerful weapon and you've got like one doorway, it works, but I do not approve that. I do not say that's a good strategy. But try and move around. Move around as much as you possibly can around the map. Stay mobile. Keep them guessing where you are. The next tip is find the right sensitivity. This is tip number 7. Find the right sensitivity. Some people I've seen play on way too high sensitivity and then try and do good and they just do shit, and then they quit the game because they don't know how to play and they just get frustrated. I've also seen other people play at the too low sensitivity and the same thing happens. Everyone plays differently. You want to find the right sensitivity for you. Everyone plays the game differently. Everyone holds the controller at least a little bit differently, and you want to make sure that you find the right sensitivity for you. Or if you're playing on PC, find the right sensitivity. It's crucial. It's important. It's one of the main core mechanics of the game. Aiming. You want to be able to make sure you hit your target. But if you don't have the right sensitivity and you can't aim on your target properly, you're not going to hit him. Anyway, my next tip number 8, is learn the weapons and try to use iron sights. Learn the weapons so you know how they perform, how they're supposed to be used, how they're not supposed to be used. The best positions for these weapons. Learn that. So, example, LMGs, they're much better when you go prone or crouched in terms of accuracy. Use that to your advantage. Learn weapons, learn how they perform. It's going to benefit you. Next, try and use iron sights. Because iron sights, if you don't have any optics equipped, you can use something else. It's more beneficial, like long barrel, extended mags, suppressor, something else that's going to be more beneficial to you rather than just an optic, which you could use the iron sights and just do just as well, as long as you know how to use them properly. My 9th tip is utilize everything you have equipped. Make sure you use everything in your loadout. I've seen people run around with just their primary and then they get frustrated because they can't get kills properly. Use everything you have. If you have a bouncing Betty equipped, use it. Throw it down. the worst that can happen is it gets destroyed, or I mean, you can blow up if someone's near it, but even still, you're gonna get the kill, and it's gonna be neutralized. So just use everything you have equipped. Use your flashbangs, use your secondary, utilize all the equipment you have. It's only, utilize everything you have available. All right. So my last tip, my number 10 tip, is make sure that you relax when you play. If you start getting pissed, if you start getting worked up, if you start, throwing chairs around the room, take a break, relax, come back to it later when you've got a clear head. Just because I know that, no matter how frustrating it gets, you're never gonna do good if you're pissed. You're never gonna do good. You're never gonna get it. So you need to take a break. You need to relax and come back when you're calm. Either that or just keep calm. Just make sure to keep calm when you're playing the game. Anyway, my last bonus tip, I should be saying, is if you need to get better, if you need to practice, if you need to play the game, but not worry about other players, use combat training. It's there for you to use. You set your bots, you set your difficulty, you just play. Make sure, though, that if you're playing, you're using a difficulty that's going to challenge you, but it's also not going to just destroy you. Because you need to improve, you don't want to get even worse at the game. So, also, if it's not challenging you enough, you're not going to get any better. Anyway, guys, we're coming to the end of this commentary. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, guys, I'm TheRussianBear. Thank you again very much for watching. Peace out.